Hey folks, welcome back to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. We are here in Iron Keep, and we are just about at the end of Iron Keep, in fact. We're going to fight the final boss of the area today. But before we do that, I want to make note of these rather strangely shaped windows. Just keep them in the back of your mind for a couple minutes. We'll get back to them. And then I want to pull this lever because pulling that lever deactivates all the fire-breathing statues in the area. And I believe that applies to the whole area, the whole of Iron Keep. So any items that were blocked, or not blocked, but guarded by fire-breathing statues, you should be able to get at them quite easily now. And the game reminds you of this by letting you grab this. Now, I'm not going to go back and grab any items that I might have overlooked due to that in Iron Keep. There's one at the beginning, I remember, but just don't want to bother. But you can do that if you want. Anywho, since this is a boss we're fighting, there is going to be a summon. I think there's a summon for most bosses. But before that, let's get rid of this ironclad. Now remember, there are still spikes in the room, so you can't just dance around like crazy with the ironclad. You still got to be a little bit careful. Thank you. But anyway, let's summon Manhunter O'Hara, who I think is an awesome summon. Let's look at all the reasons that she's awesome. She's got an excellent hat. She's got a great bow and a crossbow. She has, honestly, the legs that I want. She's just super cool. She's super cool. And she's going to help us fight the boss in that arena over there, which you may be thinking, that's a weird looking arena. It's like, it's not a circle, and it's very small. Very strange. Yeah, it's a funky arena. It's a tricky arena, and we will get to it in just a moment once I bring your attention back to those funky windows. Because those funky windows were eyes. They're the eyes of a giant bull statue. In fact, you may remember seeing this giant bull statue from over there by those windows where our merchant friend from the beginning of the area is. We made all the way around. Also, I'm pretty sure, is that, did they really? Maybe it's just a trick of the lighting, but that definitely looks like a bull nipple. Can't be sure. You can never be too sure. But yeah, this statue is, now that we've learned more about the old Iron King, this definitely helps us to really understand his hedonism and his hubris. Because who the heck makes a mountain-sized statue other than whoever came up with Mount Rushmore and whoever came up with Ninja Mount Rushmore in Naruto? It's ridiculous. This is what he's spending his money on, not helping his people, but grand monuments to himself. And of course I'm referring to the old Iron King, who, I mean, who else could the boss be, honestly, but the old Iron King? Yeppery doodle. It's the old Iron King. the once prosperous king who fell into madness and hedonism and fell into lava, apparently. Not totally clear on that part. So let's talk about the mechanics of the fight first, because they're probably the most memorable and most frustrating aspect of the fight. As you can tell, as I kind of indicated before, his arena is rather small, and he has a lot of moves that knock you a pretty long distance. And those two facts combined make this a rather frustrating boss fight. Also, he tends to stay a little ways away from the edge, so if you are a melee fighter primarily, you're going to have a lot fewer opportunities to actually attack him. Sometimes he'll get in closer. Well, he'll show off those moves eventually. Yeah, now he's closer, see? But overall, generally in this fight, you're not going to die to being hit by him, except maybe by that super fast hand laser beam. Generally, you're going to be dying to getting hit by him and then, in turn, knocked off the platform. Which is frustrating. It's not a super fun experience. The one bit of advice I have here is don't lock on. This is something that people claim Dark Souls 2 tries to teach you sometimes. But here, it really is, I think, a very important aspect of the fight. Because if you are locked on, it's a lot harder to see where the pits are and where the edges of the platform are. So by remaining locked off, you can have a lot more flexibility in what you see. And that, well, it's not going to make the fight trivial, but it's going to help a lot. Thank you, O'Hara. So I didn't even get to talk about the lore, but that's probably a good thing, because I'm about to read the soul. Yeah, let's take a look at that soul of his. The soul of the old Iron King who succumbed to the flames that swallowed his castle. The Iron King's flesh was charred, and his soul possessed by the things that lurk below. So he went down with his castle, and I guess became inhabited by the things that lurk below. Demons? Maybe? That's my best guess, but it's pretty vague. And I'm assuming that this happened after he fell to madness and stuff, and he was like, haha, I love my castle, I will never stop being in my castle, and then he just kind of gets swallowed up and sinks and becomes inhabited by demons or something. I don't know, I'll have to check the weapons you can make from the sword, or from the soul, but I've never been super satisfied with that thing, because it's all about him going crazy and and he loves his castle, and the whole thing has a bull aesthetic. You know, there's a giant bull statue, and there are fire-breathing bull statues, and then he's like a really generic-looking demon. Like, not even a Dark Souls-looking demon, not a Taurus demon-looking demon, just a demon. Like an Iblis kind of demon. So I find him a bit unsatisfying, and I don't care for the boss fight. I really don't. So many of the deaths don't feel like you actually earned those deaths. It just feels like, oh, I hope this flame doesn't knock me 5 feet this way or that way, and I can't tell which way I'm gonna go. And I've definitely had things where, like, oh, I'm being stun-locked in the doorway here, and get hit by the fire twice because I can't get out of it because I'm in this little corner by the fog gate. I don't really care for this boss fight. I don't care for it one bit. But that takes care of the old Iron King. Now, Don't forget this chest. A petrified something. Now, down here, we've got bonfire, but there's also a room past it. Let's take a look. A key is required ahead. Where am I going? What mysterious thing is happening? This strange kind of snake statue has transported me to a new location. And the door is closed. So if you don't know what the deal is here, it's probably a little bit confusing. It's like, oh, there's a weird teleport after the final boss of this spoke, and I can't do anything here, and there are these cryptic messages that are written by the game. What's going on? Well, we'll find out a long time from now. For now, let's make sure we didn't overlook anything. Oh, okay, cool, there's stuff written on the walls here. Is there, forbidden is the path to the king's domain, is that what it said? To the ancient king's domain. Trespassers will face adversity befitting a monarch. In the tower of the old Iron King resides a child of dark. With water dry and path amiss, woeful temptation is dismissed. Very mysterious. But again, we're gonna learn about that quite a long time from now. For now, let's light a primal bonfire. And head back to Majula at long last. All right, where are you? Hey there. How you doing?
The soul and the curse are one and the same. Your soul has grown stronger still. I only hope it brings you what you wish.
I mean, you're the one who sent me on this mission. All right, what am I gonna do with all these stats, all these points? I have like probably 5 or 6 levels here. Yeah, I got 2 more in here. Let's get up endurance and get a little more distance on my roll if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. That seems like a good level up right there. Get stronger in all sorts of ways. Now, do we have any upgrades we can do? Maybe for this black steel katana. We could upgrade the Uchi because I got chunks, but I don't have enough large titanite. So the distance between my Uchi and my black steel will remain large. That's okay. I could upgrade my hat, but nah. Do we need ammo? I can just buy out his stock here. I think I'm doing fine on... I think I'm doing fine on life gems, so I'm happy to stock up on arrows and whatnot. And let's
I'll be around if you make it back.
spend the rest on gems. All right.
I knew you'd be back. Thank you kindly.
All right, and spend the rest on bolts. Spend the rest on bolts. This is what I do. I dart back and forth.
I'll be around if you make it back.
All right, and that wraps up another Spoke of the World. We've gone down the Huntsman's Copse path. We've gone down the Hades Tower of Flame path. Whoa. Getting frame rate hitches for some reason. So, in the next episode, we will hopefully not have any... Why are you doing this at the end of the episode, people? Come on. Get with the program. In the next episode, we will take another path off of Majula and find a whole bunch of new adventures, a whole bunch of new dangers, and see a bunch of new sights. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.